Nara is one of my favourite places to take friends and family when they come visit me in Japan, and I firmly believe it deserves a spot on everyone's list, and not just because of the deer, although they do tend to steal the show. So to help you make the most of your visit, here are my top 10 things to do in Nara, including must-visit spots, places to eat, where to stay, seasonal recommendations, and other helpful tips and tricks that I've picked up along the way. Nara is located 40 minutes from either Kyoto or downtown Osaka, making it a very popular day trip destination. There are 2 Nara stations you can arrive at, JR Nara Station and Kintetsu Nara Station. I would recommend Kintetsu Nara Station as it's a bit closer to Nara Park, and all the other places we'll be covering in this video. There are a couple of even faster trains you can take to get here, like the Kintetsu Limited Express, but they require an extra ticket on top of the base fare. This might not be super clear on Google Maps, but if you do want to take this train, just grab a ticket at the station before you board. If you buy just the ticket, then you just tap on with your Eco card normally, and you just have to hold onto this to show it if needed. You'll also find coin lockers at the stations where you can store any luggage you have that you don't want to carry around with you. Nara Park is in the centre of the city, and most things to do are in or around the park. But it is quite a big park. Most places to see are totally walkable, but as an alternative to walking it, you can also take a bus around or hire a bike, or better yet, an e-bike. We tried this once and it was really nice to get around to places faster, but there aren't many places to park your bike, and dodging people and deer kind of felt like I was playing Mario Kart, which is why my first choice is still walking. Nara Park is home to just over 1,000 wild deer that roam around the park freely, and often outside it too. The deer are sacred animals and considered messengers of the gods. Being so close to the city, they're accustomed to people and have learned to bow. These cuties can end up being the highlight of your trip or traumatize you. So we're going to go into how to increase your chances of having a good experience here. But before we dive into the deer and Nara Park, you might be wondering, when is the best time to visit? So I'm just going to address this up front. Nara can be enjoyed in any season, although I have personal preferences, so let me share them. My favourite times to visit are spring and autumn. Nothing can match visiting Nara Park during cherry blossom season and watching the deer relaxing under the cherry blossom trees. The challenge is timing it, because the cherry blossoms often only last about a week, generally sometime in early April. Autumn is a bigger window of opportunity, with a striking bright red foliage coming through in mid to late November. The dates are going to vary slightly each year, so I do recommend using resources like the JMC forecast maps to help you plan your trip if you are planning on visiting during these times. The time of the year you need to be cautious of is summer, especially late July and August. They've taken over the shade. That's so funny.
You're going to be spending a lot of time outside when exploring Nara, exposed to the heat and humidity, so you need to be prepared for that. I've got a whole video on surviving the Japanese summer that you can check out after you've watched this video.
Having said that, summer also has many unique events and festivals, and I'll point those out, as well as other specific seasonal tips as we go through the list. Nara Park covers over 500 hectares, about twice the size of Central Park in New York City. Within it, you'll find many historical and cultural sites, including ones we'll be covering in this video, with the rest of the spots sitting around it. So Nara Park is really the centre of the action. But you're probably here to see the deer first. I'm sure you've heard that you can feed them special deer-friendly crackers called Shika in exchange for a bow. 10 out of 10 experience, when done right. I've had the privilege of visiting Nara a few times now, so if you want to interact with the deer but minimise your chance of getting bitten on the butt, here are some of my top tips. The easiest way is to just not buy any crackers at all. When they approach, show your open palm and they will understand that you have nothing for them. From my experience, if they don't smell food on you, they have no interest in you and they are very chill, and you can just chill with them. But if you do want to feed them, here are some crucial things to know. First of all, you can buy the deer crackers at stalls that look like this and this for 200 yen, but don't buy them at the first stall you spot. Everyone is doing this, which creates huge congestion and really hypes up the deer. Instead, keep walking. The crowds disperse and you'll find quieter stalls where you can buy the crackers away from the prying eyes of the deer. If you go deeper into the park, you'll find deer that aren't as pushy, but still bow enthusiastically. He's bowing at everyone trying to get a snack. But just so you know, the chance of having your backside nipped is never zero. They're still wild deer. I don't think delayed gratification is a concept they understand. If they see a cracker, they will hound you until they get it. So keep it out of sight or give it to them. Also, they will try to eat anything, including your clothes and bags, so try to avoid letting them ingest anything except the deer crackers.
There's not a lot of bins in Nara Park because of the deer, so just have a bag with you or be ready to carry your rubbish around with you until you can find the next available bin.
Also, there's a lot of deer droppings, so I recommend not wearing your best shoes. In May and June, you might see some adorable fawns, but avoid touching them for their own safety and yours. And be careful of males from July to November, as they can get a bit aggressive. If you're visiting in spring, one of my favourite spots in the park to see the deer among the cherry blossoms is called Kasuga no Enchi. And for a cool photo op in autumn, head to the Ukimi-do to see the floating pavilion framed in red leaves. But Nara is not just about the deer. It was actually the first permanent capital of Japan, even before Kyoto, and there are some beautiful historical and culturally significant sites to see. Continuing into Nara Park, we walk past the giant guardian statues of Nandaimon Gate to number 2 on our list, Todai-ji Temple. It's one of Nara's most iconic sites and a UNESCO World Heritage Site as part of the Historic Monuments of Ancient Nara. The temple was built to house a giant bronze Buddha, and the Great Buddha Hall itself is one of the largest wooden buildings in the world. The Buddha is 15 meters tall, but cameras really can't capture the scale and the feel of seeing it in person. But something that helped me understand the scale of the statue was this hole here, which is the size of the Buddha's nostril.
I don't know if I can fit.
If you can squeeze through the hole, it's said you will attain enlightenment in your next life. There are often annual events happening at Todai-ji, such as the Buddha's birthday and the cleaning of the Buddha, so it's worth checking the official website ahead of your visit. If you visit on the 13th or 14th of August, there are night openings, which I recommend taking advantage of as it is very hot during the day in August. You might have to line up though. Boop. And speaking of planning ahead,
another thing you want to sort out before you arrive in Japan is getting an eSIM. If you haven't used an eSIM before, it's basically like a digital SIM card that allows you to connect to local networks even when you're traveling overseas without having to put a physical SIM card into your phone. I live in Japan now, so I have a Japanese SIM card, but before that I was using Airalo, who are the sponsors of this video. Airalo is an eSIM company that offer data packages in over 200 locations, not just Japan, and they made it super easy for me to connect to the local network when I was visiting. It's pretty easy to activate and install. I've made a 1-minute step-by-step guide video that you can check out through here, and you can activate it immediately, even right before departure, so that you're connected as soon as you get off the plane. That way you'll be able to use tools like Google Maps and translation apps whenever you need them as you're traveling around Japan. Deer crackers, 200 yen. If you would like to check out Airalo, you can use my discount code SUNNY for $3 off when you sign up. Information will be through the QR code on the screen now or in the description below. Thanks so much Airalo for sponsoring this video.
leaving Todai-ji, you'll find this crazy busy street where you can buy street food to eat with one hand while you protect it from the deer with the other. But we're leaving the noise behind for now and heading into an ancient forest to find a shrine called Kasuga Taisha. The road to Kasuga Taisha from here will take about 10 minutes if you're not stopping to feed the deer, and it's one of my favourite things about visiting this shrine. The walk is lined with 2,000 stone lanterns donated by worshippers over the years, and with every step, it's as though the modern world slips away, replaced by something older, sacred, and a little magical. World Heritage Historic Monuments of Ancient Nara, Kasuga Taisha. When Nara became the capital, Takemi Kazuchi no Mikoto, the Thunder God, came down from eastern Japan to Nara to protect it. He came riding a white deer, which is the origin of why deer are considered sacred in Nara. About 50 years later, in 768 CE, Kasuga Taisha was built to enshrine the Thunder God at the base of the mountain he arrived at. But the shrine itself is beautiful in many ways, from its architecture to the hanging lanterns to the way it embodies Shinto's deep respect for nature. Being here makes me think of all the history of this place and the many generations that must have walked these same steps. Todai-ji Temple and Kasuga Taisha Shrine are the two most popular things to do in Nara for a reason, but they're not the only things to do. So let's dive into some of the things that most people miss, as well as where to get some great food, and if you're thinking of spending more than a day here, my recommended accommodation options. But let's start with some food. Nakatanido is probably Nara's most famous mochi shop, known for the super impressive mochi pounding demonstrations that they put on throughout the day. You've probably seen it online. The demonstrations don't run on a regular time schedule, maybe every 30 minutes or so. Sometimes they'll put up a sign on the storefront to tell you when the next session is. But I'm going to let you know right now, I've tried many times, and this is the best shot I could get. But the crowds are for the demonstration. Buying the actual mochi doesn't take very long. It's affordable and some of the freshest and softest mochi you will try. It's green from something called yomogi, or Japanese mugwort, and inside you'll find red bean paste. Even if you can't see a demonstration, I recommend trying these mochi. Nakatanido is located at the end of a covered shopping arcade that runs all the way back up to Kintetsu Nara Station, called Higashimuki Shopping Street. And yes, there's a reason it's this busy. This is a great place to do some souvenir shopping on a hot or rainy day, try some street food, or have some lunch.
You've got lots of specialty restaurants as well as chain shops that you can check out around here. And also don't be scared to come onto these side streets and alleyways. You'll find more street food down here as well. But yeah, definitely do explore around here. See what they have.
There's plenty of lunch options to choose from, but here's one to get you started. This is Kamaiki, an udon restaurant that always has a line during lunchtime. Inside, you're seated at a communal table and treated to a bowl of udon noodles made from scratch every day. This is the curry tsukemen with an extra prawn tempura. You can choose to have them hot or cold and top them with tempura and fried chicken. Just one street over, you've got another shopping arcade that's not covered, and here you'll find Rokome Coffee. This place is about 20 metres from Kintetsu Nara Station and is open from 8 AM, so it's a good option if you want some tasty coffee before you start your day.
Cafe latte, the geisha daily special, and French toast with some syrup.
With the espresso-based coffees, you can choose between a light and dark roast, which is super fun. They also have oat milk. Please note each person must order at least one drink when dining in. If you want to try a local Nara classic for lunch, let me suggest something called Kaki-no-ha sushi, which you can sit down and try in this sushi restaurant here on the edge of Nara Park.
柿の葉寿司はな、奈良県の伝統的な料理です。酢飯にサバとか鮭とかエビとか魚を乗せる、寿司みたいにして、それを柿の葉っぱで包むね。そしたら柿の葉っぱのいい香りが寿司に移るよ。それが独特の風味を味わえると。
So you eat it with the leaf?
いや、リーフは食べへん。
It has quite a distinct smell, which my husband loves, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'm still glad I tried it though. If you really enjoyed the artwork in Todai-ji Temple, then this is where you can go deeper. Nara National Museum has the most extensive collection of Buddhist art in Japan. Many of the pieces are national treasures and truly impressive.
If you go into the museum, definitely get this brochure. It just makes the experience so much more interesting.
There's information in English, including explanations of the various Buddhist icons and how to distinguish them, which I found very helpful, so I could kind of have a better idea of what I was looking at. I reckon give yourself about 1 to 2 hours here if you plan to visit.
Konnichiwa.
Behind Todai-ji's Great Buddha Hall, if you climb a little bit further east, you'll come to Nigatsu-do, meaning Hall of the Second Month. It's technically part of Todai-ji Temple and named after a ceremony that's held here, although it's technically held in March in the modern calendar. But the reason Nigatsu-do is on this list is because you can enjoy this gorgeous view from the balcony while soaking in the relaxing atmosphere of the ancient Buddhist building. I'd especially recommend making your way up here if you're visiting in late March or April. It's delightful. And whenever I've gone, it's never been too busy here, so it's a bit of a break from the crowds. Next to Nigatsu-do, you'll find a rest area where you can help yourself to some tea. Just make sure to wash your cup once you're done. Mount Wakakusa is a grassy hill behind Todai-ji that offers gorgeous, sweeping views of the city. It's about a 15-minute hike to the midway point, and then another 20 minutes to the summit. It's open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m, so really nice in spring and autumn for some golden hour views over the city. Just make sure you get in the gates before 4:30 p.m. Please note it is closed during winter from December until March. I think most people do Nara as a day trip, but you can stay overnight. We've done this a few times, and the city becomes much quieter once most of the visitors have head back to Osaka or Kyoto. If you plan on continuing to explore Nara Park the next day, my recommended hotel is Hotel Tempio Naramachi. Not sponsored. It's located right over a pond. Excuse me, ma'am. It's located right over a pond and very conveniently above Starbucks.
This is the hotel. Nakatanido, the Mochi place is 50 meters that way. And Nara Deer Park starts about 100 meters that way.
The hotel rooms are spacious and give a modern, traditional vibe. We had Western-style beds decorated with Japanese wood and calligraphy, and beautiful, soft washi paper lighting. It was very my style. Our room also had a private balcony that opened up further onto the terrace with a lovely view of Sarusawa Pond. But the detail I enjoyed most of all, we got a piece of special paper where you can try writing Japanese calligraphy with a water pen. After a few minutes, the writing will fade, so you can try again. My Japanese writing is abysmal, so instead, please enjoy my husband's prowess.
Oh my god, that's so pretty. What the hell? That's beautiful.
This hotel has a public bath downstairs, but there was also a small bathroom attached to the room. If you're renting a car the next day, most car rentals are closer to the train stations than Nara Park, so you might want to look into hotels over there, depending on what your plan is. For dinner, there aren't going to be as many options as, say, in Osaka or Kyoto, but there's still plenty. I'd recommend using the Tabelog app to check out what's available, but here are a few we've tried. Izakaya 1 is located right next to JR Nara Station, so a convenient option if you're heading home afterwards or if your hotel is in the area. It's a chain izakaya, so the food and drinks are affordable, and this one offers semi-private seating, which I liked. I really enjoyed the food here, but Kei preferred a different place. This one is located in the Higashimuki shopping street and is called Izakaya Tsunofuri. The interior is very fancy, and this one also offers semi-private tables. Kei went crazy ordering and enjoying all kinds of delicacies here. It was just a few too many unknown dishes for me to fully appreciate the experience. Surprisingly, despite the marbled beef, shirako, you can look that one up yourself, and fancy looking sashimi, my favorite dish was this steamed pork with vegetables. I'm a simple gal. If you're after an early dinner, check out Wakakusa Curry, located in the shopping arcade just south of Nakatanido.
They've got markings for no pork food and all the allergen information for all the menu items. And everything's in English.
This place does a unique twist on curries, offering a range of different flavours, as well as vegetarian and vegan options.
I got the Wakakusa curry special, the 4 curry in 1 plate, and the double veggie curry.
The signature dish is a 4-in-1 curry plate where you can sample a little bit of all the different curries. We also tried the vegetarian version of this, which had a sesame curry and a spinach curry.
They're all so different. It's really nice. You can try so many different things.
This place seems popular with locals and travellers alike, but since it's open from 11:30 a.m. and last order is at 7:30 p.m, you might be able to walk straight in if you time your visit to be between the peak lunch and dinner rushes.
There's only 2 left.
I absolutely love the feeling of waking up early in the morning and walking through Nara Park when I'm one of the only people disturbing the deer. It feels like a rare opportunity to get to watch them interact with each other without the distraction of chasing after people for food. As I mentioned before, the Kyoto Pavilion, located here, is very picturesque in the waning autumn sun or morning light. But there's one very unique event held in Nara Park on only a few dates of the year that's worth checking out if it lines up for you.
So excited.
This is called Shikayose, or deer calling. At 9 or 10 in the morning, a member of the Nara Deer Preservation Foundation brings out a horn and plays a passage from Beethoven's Pastoral Symphony. As they hear the song, deer start coming out of the forest and gather around him, as they have been doing since 1892. Once gathered, they get fed acorns, which they eat much more calmly than the deer crackers, before dispersing again. Now, it is held in a public park, so if you can figure out the date, you could probably make your way down here in the morning, even if you're not staying in Nara. I'll chuck a link to the official website below, so you can see the dates it's held and see if it suits you. But there's more to do in Nara outside of Nara City. Nara is one of the most beautiful prefectures with so many undiscovered gems, including ancient temples, a glorious mountain covered in wild cherry blossom trees, and more UNESCO World Heritage sites than I can fit into this video. There's a reason it's one of my favourite prefectures in Japan, and since many of these are accessible by public transport, there's not much stopping you from seeing them yourself. So if you would like another video like this on all the other things you can do out here, let me know down in the comments below. And give this video a like if you have genuinely liked it so far. It lets me know what kind of content you're enjoying and what to make more of. And now, as a thank you for sticking around to number 10, I'll give you a bonus 2 for 1. Shiga Naoya is one of Japan's most celebrated writers, and this residence in Nara, that he lived in for nearly a decade, he designed himself. For a small fee, you can explore the rooms of this 20th century traditional Japanese house, see where the hints of Western influence come through, and take a moment to enjoy the peaceful atmosphere of the garden. Alternatively, you can head to an area of the city called Naramachi, located just south of Hotel Tempio and Starbucks. This part feels much more residential, with narrow streets still filled with old Japanese homes. Apart from lots of boutique stores and restaurants, here you'll find the Naramachi Nigiwai-no-ie. It's a reformed 100-year-old townhouse that gives you an immersive experience of the lifestyle and culture of the time, complete with tea room, dangerously steep stairs.
That's a death trap, right?
Can you crawl through there?
And a tiny hole you can try and squeeze through. Unlike Shiga Naoya's house, entry here is free.
Rice cooker.
And it's open 9 to 5 every day except Wednesdays.
And that is my top 10 best things to do in Nara. Thanks so much for watching. And don't forget, if you would like to check out Airalo, you can use my discount code SUNNY to get $3 off when you sign up. You can check it out through the QR code on the screen here. Or if you would like inspiration on what a day trip to Nara could look like from start to finish, check out this video here. And if you would like to see what a 3-day trip could look like in spring, check out this video here.